I mean, just the name, Toy FanAddict, kind of summarizes everything you need to know when you come. All right, come on in. Toy FanAddict, I mean, they have stuff, all kinds of things. If you do come, I will say, we're here during the holiday season. I should say the Halloween season. If you notice, we do have Freddy Krueger and Jason. And that's why they have the sign for Careful with Kids, because there's some animatronic stuff here. Very cool. But I just want to have a heads up when you're coming in. But don't worry, there's nice, safe things as well. So you have tons of Mickey Mouse, some little Funko Pops here. You want to pick up some, little mermaids and stuff. They have a nice little Disney collection here right at the beginning to kind of, okay, I saw Freddy Krueger, but now I'm cool to see stuff. But if you are one of the people that does like to collect Disney things, they do have a lot of the little toys. They have some of the dolls up here too. If you want to get, the Barbie basically versions of Belle or Cinderella, they have that. So there's a lot of things in here. But the thing is, when you come here, you kind of walk through because there's a great variety of things. Now, so, obviously the distance somebody come in, but come on, if you want to play Pac-Man, they can turn the song for you, you can play. If you want to, you can actually buy Pinhead if you want and take him home. And if think about it, if you're going to be using that hub lane, you need that extra person. He could be the person sitting in the other seat, but there is some other good stuff here. So you got Voltron here, which is really a popular thing. I mean, this is making a nice comeback, and some other little figures in the glass. If you want anything from in here, just ask them. They'll get it out for you. Of course, Master of the Motu, Master of the Universe. You have a lot of the classic stuff here. If you want some Star Trek, look, you got Scotty. Can't complain on that. But you have all kinds of stuff. The Elite, if you want to get your WWE, Spawn, all kinds of fun stuff when you're here. And of course, if you're going back to the 80s stuff, well, hello. Thunder, Thunder, Thundercats. You can't beat those when they're there. And yes, when you're here, you can get all kinds of stuff. They have He-Man things too. You got Castle Grayskull, look, with the Sorceress there, really nicely put together. And what's cool is when you go around, you'll notice you'll see some things hanging from the sky. So if you want to grab a Night Raven, or maybe you want to grab, some other things out there, you can buy those as well. They're not just display, they're also to purchase. When you come through, there's a lot more stuff. And if you're a wrestling guy, whether you want the old school wrestling figures like when I was a kid or some of the newer ones, they have those as well. You can enjoy all kinds of stuff. But what I think is really cool about this list is, yes, you can get your Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars, but also check out the Cabbage Patch dolls. Yes, they have toys that are not just for boys from the 80s and 70s, boys from the 80s and 70s and 90s, but they have stuff for girls as well from the 70s, 80s, and 90s as well. So if you want to come here, there's other stuff as well. So I can enjoy, and
I kind of like it too.
So you can do that. So that's one thing really nice about it. So there's a nice variety when you're here. But I know people like the cars, they have that. You would have some of the older toys you might remember. No, that is not Chucky. That's my buddy. That's probably what inspired Chucky a bit. But they have all kinds of stuff. You like your Pokemon. Look, we got Pokemon cards you can pick up when you're here. There's baseball cards, sports cards here they have as well, which is really cool. But also, come on back. You got all kinds of other stuff. You want your Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, But also they have some fun stuff like the bobbleheads are here, or this thing, this little Fort Apache. This is what I played at my babysitters in the 70s and 80s, because that was the only toy we had, because it was like the old army men, but you'd have cowboys and Indians. So I know you don't say that anymore, but you'd have these. This is what you'd play with back in the day, like the army men, but the original with the cowboys and stuff. And we used to play with this all the time. Like that was the only toy we had at our babysitters, because we couldn't bring our toys to babysitter. So we had that, but they have all kinds of stuff. And of course, you have more of the modern stuff too. If you want to get your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they have plenty of TMNT here. I mean, look, more TMNT, and even more TMNT up here, which is nice. You have all these other things you can grab. Now, if you're more of a gamer person, they do have some retro gaming stuff, some old Game Boys, some DS's. Yes, that is a rather pricey Pokemon Stadium, but good luck finding a Pokemon Stadium Nintendo 64 cartridge. They have that, so that's kind of cool, okay? Now, let's go this way. Now, if you're looking for some more pop culture things, oh look, you can grab the Simpsons stuff they have here, or maybe you want to throw back to when you used to be able to play with toys that we would probably choke on these days. They probably don't have the little people anymore, but they got little people here. I mean, look, they even have the little swing and everything, which is really nice.
I have that.
You have the swing, I have the swing. I have this with the the fire station stuff. So there's all these like nice things. And that's what's cool. You can get stuff for your grandkids or your kids, or if you want to have something when you were little, they have those toys here too. So you have boys' toys, girls' toys, little toys, older people's toys, all kinds of stuff. And of course, a wall of Star Wars, which is always important for any, any toy shop is nice to have. They have literally, if you want to get the episode 1, Power of the Jedi, Power of the Force, Revenge of the Sith. I mean, they have so many things you can grab. And what's nice, I mean, it goes back this way, but also I talk about young kid stuff. Check it out. They have the when you went from toddler to you went to like little kid playing with stuff, these things, our kids had these when we were kids with the, bat cave and stuff. They have that as well. So lots of different things. Jocelyn's got her mouth up because yes, our boys had that one when they were little. So if you want to have some of those family game nights, they have some of those. Yes, you get the Hannah Montana out there, but Super Simon, I mean, I remember playing that one. That was a good time back in the day. But you have these you can pick up as well. So you can have a whole plethora of toys, not just action figures from back in the past. That's why I like coming here. So let's see some more stuff. Check it out. You've got John Goodman is Fred Flintstone from back in the days. Hey, how about some Berenstain Bears? Huh? You can grab those. If you look up, we got Berenstain Bears down here, but then look who's up here. Oh, Harley Quinn, a little naughty. But you can take Harley Quinn home with you if you like. Now, they do have other things as well. You do have lots of, there's baseball cards. You want to grab those, sports cards, memorabilia. I personally like the Funko Pop Michael Jordan. Can't go wrong with that.
Dude, when I was a kid, I would have loved this. I mean, I'm older than this, but wow, it's a land speeder, and you can ride it.
You probably could still fit in there. I could.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Now, of course, Matchbox and diecast cars. You have all kinds of stuff. You want to grab those. If you're a Jurassic Park person, because I know there are people that love and fell in love with Jurassic Park in the 90s and 2000s for that was their toy line. They do have some of that here as well you can pick up. But you know me, we're Yojo Reviews, so I'm all about the G.I. Joe stuff. So look, all kinds of classifieds you want, or some of the older figures and older things here you can grab. You have, in here you can see the old Real American Hero, the 1980s line that was what I really started on grabbing. But even they have some of the silly stuff like the Alien Attack ones over there, the big green guy, yeah. But also you have some of the bigger vehicles like the Whale you can get. They do have a Terradrome as well if you want to pick that up. And then down here, look. All the vehicles you could possibly imagine, all right there for you, which is really cool. And the thing is, the G.I. Joe stuff goes on a little bit farther. They got Transformers, but then we also have Star Trek, which you can't see. If little peeked in there, I'll put in some B-roll to show you the Star Trek stuff in here so you can see some Star Trek things. Oh, Jocelyn saw something.
My sisters had all these little characters. You never find the girl toys.
All right, so awesome. We got Transformers. If you want to get the blockies Transformers, they have those as well. And then from Transformers, yes, and there is more stuff. This is why Jocelyn really likes the store. There's a lot of things she had or she wanted to have as a little girl that she didn't always get to have. So you have all kinds of nice stuff. You got here. Let me show you over here. You've got the Barbie stuff. You got Rock.
Is that Gem and the Holograms?
No, that's not Gem and the Holograms, but
the Rocker.
There. But you have all kinds of stuff here. Oh, there's even some Smurfs down there. And then you have even more stuff you can grab.
Original My Little Ponies. They were chunky. And I like that. They were a little more horse-like than the new ones. I think they're kind of great.
Now, no matter how much you want to, do not ride on Big Bird, okay? One of the rules they have here, no riding on Big Bird. Don't worry, it's not all scary. There's non-scary things, if you don't find Mickey Mouse scary. Now that is a Star Wars display. It even has the music. So there is one thing I did not like when I came here is they have this faker John Cena thing and there's no John Cena there. I can't see anything. And if you look, you'll find some cool stuff. Look, back there, they've got Action Force, Desert Rats back there. So there's some fun stuff to find. And we've got a Terradrome. Come on, it's a true toy store. So if you're going to be coming to Dayton, Ohio, or maybe you're going to be going to Cincinnati, it's not too far away. Come visit Toy FanAddict. It's a fun place to visit. Tons of things for all ages, all genders, for everybody that comes here. It's a fantastic toy store. So if you want to learn more, you can find them on Facebook and other places online so you can learn what they have, because they do update what's going on and they have some pretty fun ads they put together themselves to show off the new things that pop up and pop in so you can enjoy those things and know what's available for you next time you come. So please do stop by, because honestly, the whole team has been fantastic to work with. Doug over here is a super nice guy. He's been helping us out. And Tony and Jason that were working at the Great Ohio Toy Show. Thanks again for being so kind to invite me to come on by. It was great to visit. And I'm going to try to find myself a few things I might need for my collection, because that Death Star looks pretty good. And it's no joke. They do go to shows. We're here at the Great Ohio Toy Show. And look, boom, here they are. Toy FanAddict, you'll be fine. So make sure if you're not there, even if they're at a show, the shop's still open. And again, the shop is open.
Monday through Friday, we're open 11 to 8. And then Saturday, 10 to 8, closed on Sunday.
Cool. And when it comes to going to Toy FanAddict, I'll be back.